time for me, Duke, and Codfish to have our weekly breakfast with our old pal, Uncle Henry's. I'm going to go with your breakfast sandwich, and I want bacon and ham on that, and I want a side order of home fries, and I want them burnt up pretty well.
And?
Take an egg and chocolate milk.
All right.
Thank you. Well, knocking and talking and tracking down old snowmobile parts is all well and good. This week, we got to work on getting our hands on some real cash. I'm going to check some of the real estate. I'll read commercial, acreage lots. And right now, the real money is in real estate. Flatlanders, hikers, mountain bikers, snowmobilers, campers, everybody's looking for a little piece of Maine heaven. And you don't have to be Donald Trump to know there's money to be had in getting there first. Buying it cheap and selling it for less cheap. Dover, Foxcroft, too far away, though. LaGrange, that's nice, good hunting up there. I don't know, Caldwell, we need something we can pick up cheap, but we need something we can turn over and make a good buck on.
And there you go. You had the breakfast sandwich, burnt home fries, jelly.
Wow.
Good, I'll be back in a few minutes, see if you need anything else.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're going to find another land deal. Right here, Caldwell. Good stock. 10 plus minus acres. Best reasonable offer. Must sell immediately. We got to get out to the car and get my phone and give them a call. Check this one out. After we get done stopping our grocery holes, me, Codfish, and Duke are making an appointment with Destiny. Or at least one of these landowners. Gotta wait. Oh, I'm getting fat. Billy, get out of there. Hey, I see you got a piece of land for sale.
Yeah, I do.
Why don't I meet you there in about 40 minutes?
All right.
Bye. The great thing about going deep into the woods of Maine is you stagger across all kinds of endangered species. Like the hippie. Hey, how you doing? Say what you will, but I love dealing with hippies. They're honest to a fault. They love the land just as much as I do, and we obviously use the same barber. So this is the spot, I'm at?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. So what are you looking to get out of it up there?
Well, we'd like to get at least $9 grand.
Around 9. I don't know what the old boy's been smoking, but it gives off the aroma of a real sweet deal. Let's run up and take a look at it, see what it looks like from this side.
Let's do it. You got your ticker filling on?
Comes right out onto the power line.
Actually, across over this way is the 9 acres that we want to sell, right across.
Once I got an eye full of that land, I knew I wanted a piece of it. So now I've got to pull Codfish to the side. We've got to bang our heads together and figure out how we're going to get this.
If you want to take a walk through there and see what it's like.
Yeah, I think we'll go down and zigzag that 9 acres, if you don't mind.
All right.
Let's do it.
Sounds good.
Come on, Duke. While me, Codfish, and Duke are hopefully closing in on a deal, over in Sangerville, Clint and his future ex-son-in-law, Nate, they just cracked open the Dickering Bible, and they're summoning the spirit of Uncle Henry's.
Ain't nothing in cycles.
No. Oh, I got a good one. This is going to be awesome. Oh, it's going to be good.
Nate's more than just a future ex-son-in-law. He also works with me all the time. For some reason, he expects me to pay him for that privilege. And so the goal today is to find a job that'll put a few bucks in our pocket, and with any luck, we can trade the labor for something that we can make some real money on.
You the guy with the chickens?
Yeah, I got about 500 chicken farm. I'm looking for some of these guys.
No way.
You're not going to come with me?
I'm not going to go catch chickens.
Hey, bye.
I'm going to go to help Juana, I guess. Here's a couple trees right in Dover.
That'd be good.
Yes?
I just seen the ad in Uncle Henry's for a couple trees.
Yeah?
Yeah, who's this?
It's Jeff.
Jeff. Dover's just the next town over, and I know everybody there. So it's no surprise that I know the guy who wants the trees cut down. He's an old acquaintance of mine. Hey, we'll come down and take a look at it. I'll probably bring the truck with me, because we'll figure something out.
I'll be right here.
Thanks, Jeff. Hey, Jeff!
Oh, Clint, how you doing? I ain't seen you in forever.
So, where are these famous trees at?
You're looking at one right here.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
It's a bad stump. You can't cut it off.
No, well, it's too long anyways. It reaches all the way over to neighbors.
Yep, so we got to cut it from the top down.
Well, that isn't the only one.
You like that one, Nate?
It's a good one. It's a nice lean to it.
It ain't completely dead yet, but it's going to be. But I think there's room enough. We can actually lay that one down. What are we talking here? How much money you want to knock him down?
Well, just to tell you the truth, I would get $250 a piece for these things.
$500 for 2 trees. That seems to me to be quite a chunk of change.
When someone's trying to lowball me on a price that I know is fair, I like to throw them a curveball. Nobody expects your next number to be higher. You want to pay 8, 9?
Let's negotiate a little bit.
Oh,
Maybe we'll negotiate down instead of up.
What do you got to trade?
I might have a few items you'd be interested in.
How much cash can you definitely give me today?
Oh, I can give you $250.
We can deal with it later. I trust you, Jeff. If you've got something good to trade, we'll look at it. If you don't, we're going to have to do something about the rest of it.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. You may have to wait a week, but we'll do it.
Sweet, Jeff.
All right.
Well, we'll stop.
Of course, the Dickering Bible doesn't inspire everyone to take immediate action. Some prefer to study the book in quiet contemplation. Case in point, yummy.
Where you been?
Get any deals in that, Uncle Henry's?
I just sat down to look at it.
Well, have I got a deal for you, buddy?
What you got there?
Got you some jam jars.
Oh, wow. Where'd you get these?
Oh, I got them in a dicker.
Mitchell, I told you I ain't making no jam this year.
Well, it's too late now. I got you 7 cases. There's a lot of things the old man's good at, but one thing that he's real great at is making jam. So when my buddy called me up and told me he had an overstock of canning jars, I jumped right on it because I knew that was a surefire way to make money. So if I can't convince the old man to make jam, I'm going to be out $60 for them jars.
Who's gonna help pick the berries?
Well, who else helps you pick the berries
Who's
every
gonna
year?
help make the jam?
Who else helps?
How are we gonna sell it?
I did this to help you. I thought you liked making money. I guess you don't want to make money.
And Mitchell, I want to make money, but you just can't come drop this in my lap. What Mitchell doesn't understand about jam making could fill his berry orchard. It's way too late in the season to be picking wild berries. Most of the good ones have been picked clean or fallen off the bushes. Mitchell thinks he's helping, but the only jam getting made is the one he just put me in. I'm not picking wild berries, Mitchell. That's too far to drive, and that's a lot of work.
Bingo! Right here. Pick your own berries. Raspberries, blueberries, strawberries. Turner, Maine.
It's on the back road up there.
Yep.
Those people, I don't know. They're berry farmers. You know what berry farmers are?
Yeah, I do. It's not my first trip to the berry farm.
Come on, honey.
All right, dear. Let's go down.
The wild berries of Maine, they've all been picked clean. I sure hope Yummy and Mitch get a good deal at that berry farm, because if there's one thing we all know Yummy hates, that's paying for berries. Or really, paying for anything. Meanwhile, over in their neck of the woods, Clint and Nate, they're bringing down those trees in record time. Hopefully they won't do the same to Jeff's house.
Sorry about your apple tree, Jeff.
There's $250. You can count it if you want.
No, I trust you, Jeff. Sweet.
Take a look inside here, see what you might find.
The best part of every job when there's an old barn is getting in the old barn. I'm very skeptical that he has anything of value to me. I don't really see a lot in here.
What about the canoe?
No.
No canoe?
Come on, I built that.
What about the ping pong table?
Well, my Uncle Hugo brought this up here.
A ping pong table?
Just a minute. This was something he was going to do in his old age.
Play ping pong.
Take some of the stuff off the back end of it there, and we'll unveil this thing, and you can see what it is. Did you call that a ping pong table or what?
Wow.
Huh?
Nate just pulled the tarp off what we thought was a ping pong table. Turns out it's a 1971 MG Midget. And you're gonna let me have it for $250?
No. You misunderstood entirely. If this is the deal, then we're going to have the $250 rearranged somehow, such that this is going to compensate you for your labors.
Well, I gotta look at it. These things are famous for just rusting off. The motors don't run. The wiring's trash.
Open the door, climb right in.
MG Midgets, 71 to 73, are worth way more than the rest of them. The ones before 71 had lower horsepower. The ones after 74 have these great big bumpers, what they call Sabrinas, because of an actress in Europe that had great big hooters. In 1971, I can flip it for $1,000 more and not do a thing to it. I like the car. You know what I mean? But I only like it for $250. I think that's a gift.
I do want to get this out of here. There's no question in my mind.
I mean, we said $500, but that job, you know that was a hell of a deal. Now give me a hell of a deal.
You give me $50 back, take the car and $200.
Yep, I can do
Because
that.
you were so gracious.
If it goes well, Jeff, we'll both make out like a bandit.
I'm hoping so. All right. Deal.
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 Awesome.
Take
Thank
it
you,
easy.
Jeff. Not a bad day's work. I cut down a couple of trees. I'm up $200, and I got an old MG. For Jeff, the car was just an eyesore, taking up space in the garage. To me, it's a project that I can turn around and make a mint. The cash will make Nate happy, but if I'm going to come out ahead, I got to get this thing roadworthy and find somebody who'll take it off my hands for a nice profit. I'm excited to see what I can do with this.
I'm not sure if old Clint just made a deal of a lifetime or a sucker's bet. But I'm definitely feeling a lot more confident about our plan for this 9 acres of land. Well, she's pretty thick in these places, God willing. If we can get this chunk of land for a couple $1,000 less than what he's asking, then we can turn right around and easily double our money. But we're going to have to do a few things to it first, like throwing in a driveway for people that want to buy or build. And even for those people who want to just come take a look and think about buying, access is essential. I like the lay of the land. I can see a couple nice house lots in there. I don't want to give it 9 for it.
No.
Like giving 5. Yeah, it'd be 45. Come on, boy. I've always been curious what these old school hippies do in the middle of the day when nobody's looking. I'm still not sure I know.
There's the boys.
Holy, what a jungle up in there, huh?
You like that?
Not bad, not bad. Buds are a little thick. We didn't get no ticks, though. I ain't seen a tick on them, so.
You might find them later after you get home. But yeah, you can see it's good views, good hunting up in there.
It is. I like it. I think it's a nice piece of land.
It's got a lot of opportunity, really.
It does.
We'd like to get $9 grand.
That's a little out of our price range. You wouldn't take $4,500 for it, would you?
That's a lot lower than we really
we
need.
can't come anywhere near that.
He may be wearing tie-dye, but this old boy's no burnout. Him and his old lady, they both know the value of what they got, and there's no way they're going to let it go too cheap without a fight.
Make me something a little better of an offer. I mean, I can't go that low.
Maybe 8 1/4.
I don't know. I know we could budge a little. I mean, we've got a little budge room, but yeah, to be honest with you, I mean, we'd like to do something, but if we did something with you, we'd probably have to put a driveway in, possibly power, and that would cost us some good money to get that straightened around.
I mean, what are you thinking? Lowest possible price?
7 might work. Yeah.
7 you could do. I guess you can tell who wears the bell bottoms in this family. I think we could pull off $6,000.
I really hate to do 6. Is that cash?
The thing is we don't have cash. We're going to need a couple weeks to scratch in a driveway, get a buyer for it, and we'll pay you in full.
Can we get up to 65?
Split the difference. The Dicker's #1 tool is trust. If you can get somebody to front you what you're trying to get, then you can pay them back with what you earn, turning it around without ever having to stand in line at the bank or pulling any money out of the ATM.
But we're going to go with 65.
If we don't have your money in 3 weeks from tomorrow morning, the worst thing that's going to happen is you guys are still going to be stuck with your land. You're going to have to come up with your taxes, but you're going to have a brand new driveway put in for nothing.
Sounds fair?
Does that
work?
work?
That works.
That works.
That'll work.
$6,500, 3 weeks from tomorrow morning.
We'll
Sounds
take care of
good.
it.
Yeah, you'll have it.
Sounds
good.
Okay. If we sell the land, we stand to make a sweet profit, but we still got to cough over 6,500 beans. And if we can't find a buyer, me, Codfish and Duke, we're going to be out of time, energy, and money that we dumped into putting in this driveway. So this is one check our butts need to cash.
Very
later.
easy.
Thanks a lot, you guys.
See ya. We just made a pretty sweet deal for this land. Let's see if Yummy and Mitchell's berry picking adventure is even half as sweet.
Hello.
How's it going, dear?
It's going all right. It's just a little hot.
But we want to pick some raspberries today. Can we do that?
You want to pick raspberries? Yes, you can pick raspberries. Here's how we do it. We sell by the pint, not the pound.
Not the pound?
I don't care if they're by the pint, the quart, or by the truckload, because I don't plan on paying for anything for these berries.
We're making jam.
You're going to make jam, okay.
I need 60 quarts.
60 quarts.
60
That's
quarts.
120 pints.
What's that figure out to?
Well, it figures out to $360.
So you don't dicker for the price?
So I have to figure what the value is to me. We could use some help with window washing in our house. I really can't do it all myself anymore, so I need help doing the windows.
Mitchell can do that.
No.
Okay, so we're gonna do some windows. You could make us some jam.
Okay,
So
now
now,
we're talking. That's what I like to hear.
This final deal is she's going to charge it. She's $360 with the berries. So we're going to wash windows in her house,
awesome.
and we're going to make her some jam.
You happy with that?
I'm happy with that.
Deal?
It's a deal.
All right, dear.
And we'll wash her windows to make jam.
Make sure you're picking the ripe ones now.
Don't give me lessons on picking berries, Mitchell.
Careful with these berries, too. Don't squish them. Hey, quit eating them things, will you?
They got blueberries here somewhere.
No, I want to go get some.
This is hot in the sun. This is a little faster picking too, huh?
A little bit.
Oh my God, look at this. This is awesome. Boy, is this good picking. This is gonna be some of the best jam yet. We just got $360 worth of berries without having to pay out a dime. Of course, what we do have to do is go wash windows, and hopefully it's not too many. Holy 4 stories.
It's a castle. It isn't a house. It's a castle.
It's really not as bad as it looks. It's really not as bad as it looks.
How many levels?
4.
4 stories.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sit in this chair, and I'm going to watch you wash windows, because what did I tell you when we made this deal?
Oh, he wasn't.
I wasn't doing all the work. I already shelled out $60 for them jars, so I don't see why I have to be washing any windows. So get scrubbing.
Mitchell, how's that?
Oh, look at you. Easy now. Don't break the window.
You're doing some of these windows.
I'm not doing
I'm
that.
not doing this whole house.
All right, now slow down, because you missed a spot.
What are you talking about? I didn't miss no spot.
Missed a spot on the other one. Oh,
That
Ronnie and
spot's
Frank.
on the inside. We ain't doing the inside, are we?
Yeah, you are.
I ain't saying Yummy got shafted on that deal, but you couldn't get me to do that job for all the berries in the great state of Maine. Meanwhile, over in his neck of the woods, Clint's new MG go-kart is turning into a science project. And even Bruce ain't sure he can fix it.
I'm wondering if maybe you might have been better off with just taking the money and run. If Clint's able to get this thing going, I would gladly challenge him to a race with my garden tractor.
I don't care if you crap on it. Just help me get it running.
I'll do it. Absolutely.
Oh, that's a bunch of rat's nests. I got nothing on that slave cylinder. What do you got on the motor? Is it going to turn?
No, she's not going to turn.
I'll make a list of parts. I don't know what we can get done without parts. I'm going to sit in it and daydream a while.
Imagine your hair blowing back.
Yeah. But luckily, I've got Nate on the case. So far, MG parts have proven to be on Maine's endangered species list. But I figured if anyone was going to have a lead for me, it'd be Clint's old friend Elwin. Luckily, I have something pretty cool to trade with, Clint's classic Jeep. It's an old Willys CJ, which is a civilian version of the classic World War II Jeep that was on the market from 1944 well into the 80s.
Where's Clinton now?
They're working on a car this morning. They sent me out, I don't know if they really wanted me to get parts or they wanted me out of their hair.
Probably both.
Yeah. Well, here's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for an old MG midget. That's awesome. What year is that?
73, I believe.
73. That's awesome.
Go over and take a look at it?
I do want to take a look
Okay.
at that. It's got all the parts, though, and
The trunk's full of parts.
that's cool.
Motor turns over and everything.
Yeah. That looks good. I need a distributor and a slave cylinder. But what were you kind of thinking for the whole car?
What you got in mind?
Well, I know you're a Jeep guy. I got an old Willys. See
Okay.
what you think. A Willys Jeep from this era is going to fetch upwards to the tens of thousands of dollars. Of course, the price drops in the tens of dollars once it's hit with a grenade launcher.
I must say it's around 46, 47.
I was thinking it was before the 50s because it still got the square fenders on it.
Yeah, the Jeep is $500.
I don't know if I could spend that much today. Do you need any work done, or?
Yeah, I could use work.
Yeah, I'm not as handy as Clint, but I take directions a hell of a lot better. So what if I give you $100
this, and I'll give you 2 days.
Make it 3 days.
3 days? I can do 3 days. I like you. I think I can stand you for that long.
Okay.
So, where do you want to unload this? I'm happy to get rid of that Jeep. But it was Clint's anyway, so it's not a big deal. But 3 days later, I don't know what I was thinking, man. Oh, well. Between that and the Jeep, I got the price down to about $100, which is pretty sweet. I can't wait to get back and see the look on their face.
Well, Nate just traded his body and soul for a second MG. Me and Codfish are putting our rusty manual labor skills to good use, like clearing space for a driveway on this piece of land we're trying to unload. We can move it another foot, we'll be perfect. If we want to make some cash and pay them hippies the $6,500 we owe them, then we got to get this place ready. Heads up! Excavating the land we don't officially own yet, so we can scratch in a driveway and get some buyers in here to check out this property. We're putting in an awful lot of work for something that might turn out to be nothing. And not only are we stressed to the breaking point, but so is the excavator we're using.
Just blow a hose.
You serious?
All over me.
As far as I know, Codfish, he's never been a sailor. But you wind him up, and he'll swear like one.
He was spraying like a snake. I almost jumped out the window, spraying so hard. Yeah.
Worst part was the hot hydraulic bath.
Real good bath.
I think we'll be okay, Codwell.
Yeah.
Just like that. Work your bucket a little. She's fixed. Let's go. Yeah, the old excavator, she almost gave up on us. But we didn't give up on the old girl. We can't stand around and sit idle for a second if we're going to get this done. Well, maybe just a second.
Huh, buddy?
We'll never quit, will we?
We ain't quitters.
No. Well, we're out here operating heavy machinery without a manual. Yummy and Mitch have been spending a lot of time to try to find a place to sell homemade jam without a license.
We'd be able to sell some of that jam at the Blueberry Festival, right?
How many people have blueberry jam there?
Yeah.
The hardest part about making the jam isn't making the jam, it's trying to find a place to sell it. Thanks to Mitchell, we found out about the Lewiston Farmers Market. So we met with the board to see what we need to do to get the product out to people.
You would need a tent, a table. We want it to look good, and so we asked people to really spruce their stands up.
I'll make you so happy, dear. You'll think I've been doing this all my life. A table we have, a tent we don't, but I know we can get one from Donnie Webster. He could be a Dicker's best friend or the worst enemy, depending on the mood he's in.
Hey, Yummy, Mitchell, how the heck are you?
What's up, buddy?
Good, I haven't seen you guys in a while. What are you up to?
I'm doing a thing at the farmers market in Lewiston with my jams.
Yeah.
So I gotta have like a tent.
Yeah, I've got a tent. Do you have any money? I mean, every time you come here, it's no money and...
Where's the tent? Is it new?
Tent
Is it brand new or used?
Brand new. It's in a blue pack right behind you. It takes $60.
For what?
$60 for everything. That's quite a deal.
We got tires laying around, nice tires.
No, I don't
16
need
inch.
those. No. I did a little damage to my bush hog. How about you fix that? You got any interest in doing that?
Yeah, I'll fix that. I need to use it anyway.
You fix the bush hog, put fuel in it. When you use it, I'll let you use the tractor and give you this stuff.
That's a deal then.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Let's get it done.
We'd even trade for the berries in the tent. So far, we're $60 in the hole for the job. And that's Mitch's money, so I'm debt-free. Plus, when I get Donnie's bush hog fixed, I got a couple of small jobs to do with that, so that's even more extra money in my pocket.
All right, buddy. Good luck at the farmer's market. Come see us and get a
come
job.
see us at the farmer's market.
I definitely will.
And buy some jam.
Okay.
All idiots.
Yummy, he's a true magician. If you watch closely, you'll notice cash never leaves his hands. And speaking of magic, wait until Clint and Bruce see what Nate's got in his bag of tricks.
Pretty good.
What do I hear?
Sounds like a 350 Chevy.
Nate coming back with nothing.
No, he's got something. He's got an MG.
Holy cow. What the? Who's the master of Dickering now, Bruce? What is that? How the heck who do I owe for that? Where'd you find it? I got it at Ellen's. You got that from Ellen? Yeah. He had it in his front yard. Yeah.
There's only 4 of them in the state.
So where's the Jeep?
Ellen's. I kind of sold the shirt off my back to Ellen for this car, but to see the look on their face, it was definitely worth it.
Nate, this saved the day.
Yeah, you did good.
This is irregular.
You graduated from apprentice to master? One fell swoop?
Apprentice to almost trusted, I guess.
Almost trusted.
Nate, there just aren't any words to express. I can't. You just pull a rabbit out of a hat.
Hey, check the fire on that thing, Bruce. No. Nothing? Hang on. Try it again. No.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Okay.
All the MGs in the world aren't going to help us get this thing running if I can't get this motor to turn over. I'd cross my fingers, but I need every one of them to fix it.
This thing is giving me fits. Holy cow.
Yep. If we get a dead cylinder, we got to make the decision. Is this thing a parts car?
Let me put it in gear.
Holy cow. You know, that just doubled the value of this piece of crap. I'm going to list it. Figured it out, I guess. Seems to run. You know, the only one of these I saw was cool was an old rally car. We should paint big old numbers on it and just paint some giant, stupid-looking stripes and hang some extra lights on the front.
Like a speed racer.
Yeah, speed racer, exactly. Let's do it. Let's go.
All right.
Clint, he might have figured a way to get out of his jam. But old Yummy and Mitch, they're just getting into theirs.
What kind do you want to make first, raspberry or blueberry?
Both.
That's 4 cups.
Don't waste nothing.
I'm not wasting nothing.
No, Mitchell.
We're going to be here for a while, so just relax. Okay, buddy?
Making jam is like making love. If you don't know what you're doing, the end result is piss poor. Boy, let it come to a boil.
It's getting darker.
I've got jam all over my stove. That's going to be really nice to clean. Every time you do it, you make a mess. Every time. Look at all... The power's out. The power's out.
Can't predict that.
It could be because I didn't pay the bill. Or it could be
perfect.
it just went out. With 60 quarts of berries left to jam, we need to get going in gear here before the sun goes down. Making jam in the dark is like checking for eggs under a rooster. It don't make no sense. Can't stop now, man. This is right at the point where you jam or lose. We're jamming now.
All right, buddy.
Gonna be the best jam you ever tasted, Mitchie, buddy.
What do you think, Duke? We poked through. Got it done, didn't we, Duke? Yeah, good deal. I thought, well, we got it done, buddy. Yeah. To earn the $6,500 we owe on this land and to turn a profit, we got to make north of 10 grand. And with the driveway finished, we need to get some people in here to start bidding on this. 10,000 cash in a brown paper bag. Must see this property. You'll love it. One of a kind. And now we're fielding calls from every tire-kicking cheapskate wannabe landowner in the state of Maine. Yeah, still got it. We're asking 10,000 for the whole thing.
Would you consider 7.5?
No, 10 even.
Take half of it. Is that no financing everything?
No financing. 10 even.
If you jump on it at all, you know, we can go 8.
What do you think, Duke? Huh? No, 10. No. Another call.
Yeah.
Hello?
Calling up the land for sale. I saw it on Codfish.
Yeah, still available.
Just looking for a place I can maybe sell it to someone for like a camp or something.
Oh, sure, this would be nice. You're right in the heart of the lakes and ponds right here in the western mountains of Maine.
And how soon can I take a look at it?
Meet you there at 1:30. That sounded pretty promising, Caldwell. I like the sounds of that.
Yeah.
What do you think, Duke? We've got a potential buyer for our 9 acres of beautiful property. And Yummy and Mitchell, they got a prime spot to hawk their jam. As a great man once said, I love it when a plan comes together.
Think about this sign, buddy.
Oh, wow. Where'd you get this?
Oh, I had a friend of mine make it up for you.
Right, buddy. All right, buddy.
Lucky I love you, buddy.
Making jam, it's like making my own currency. It's money, money, money.
Hey,
There's $7 on the tubes.
oh, you gotta quit swearing.
In spite of Yummy's efforts to scare off everyone, the customers started coming, and the rest is history.
Thank you. What do you think?
Excellent.
You can taste all the berries, right? Yeah.
I just made that this morning. It's still warm. Are you diabetic? No. Well, but don't worry about it. Buy 2 jars. Try some jam on that bread. You look like you eat.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Enjoy that. I'm glad Mitchell talked me into this. Not only did we have a great day and meet a lot of new people, we sold more jam in one day than I probably would have sold in a month. My only regret is Mitchell still expects me to pay him back for the jars. I hope he doesn't hold his breath.
Where do you want to put these stickers?
We're gonna just shower this fender right here. Okay. This has been a classic week in the life of a full-time Dickering man. Somehow, a simple tree cutting job turns me into the proud owner of an MG midget. And now that we got this little bugger running, I gotta make sure I sell this thing so I don't look like a chump. Right now, we've got this car running and looking good. That's more than I ever expected. It's up to someone else to make it fly, and for the right car lover, this is a pet project that's going to give them a lot of pleasure. And us, a few bucks in the pocket.
This baby's ready to roll. You know, it being a car and everything. Can we take it for a ride?
We could try.
And they're off. And that was a bad idea.
When we got her on the road, this old girl surprised me. Not only does it look pretty, but it goes pretty too.
Still gonna stop.
At least the brakes waited to give out until after we made it back to the driveway.
He's got it right. He doesn't want to stop.
Turns out the brakes are bad enough on this thing we couldn't get it stopped on the first pass. So I'm going to rely on inertia to bring it to a full stop.
Just gets better and better.
So the car purrs like a kitten with emphysema, and the body's held together with rally car stickers.
Wasn't scary at all.
There's no brakes and there's no clutch. Yeah. But this car's a classic. It's a collector's item that's going to make some gearhead wicked happy to get his hands on. When I listed it in Uncle Henry's a few days ago, we got a buyer on the way. If I can get $2,200, $1,800, $1,500, I mean, be a good couple of days.
Hey, Clint.
What do you think?
She's pretty. She got the 1200.
It does, yeah. From the second he lays his eyes on it, he's got the gleam. I know he wants it. It's just a question of how bad. I mean, it really needs a ground up.
Yeah.
I mean, you could run it today. There's no brakes.
No brakes. Well,
Changes things.
yeah.
What do you think it's worth?
I would say 2,000.
Yeah, I mean, it is worth 2,000. I think it's worth 3. I mean, I'd come down off 3 a little bit, but you're gonna have to come off 2.
2 1/4.
I'd shake your hand right now for $2,600.
What do you think about 2,400?
That's wicked tempting, Steve. I started at 3, you started at 2. The honest center is 25.
All right. I guess 25.
Oh, you made my day, buddy. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Sweet. Let's get it loaded. Nate was all worried about getting cash in his pocket. We got cash in our pocket.
Let's go get the truck. All right. I don't know if Clint's lucky or blessed or skilled or whatever, but he really surprised me on this one. He brought home a white elephant, and he sells a Mark V.
That's how you trade. That's how you dicker. That's what we do. This turned out better than I had hoped. Now this MG's not going to spend 20 years in my barn, and I just might be able to pay Nate this week after all. Now Nate's got to go work for Ellen, but that's not my problem. He made the deal.
I don't know how he did it, but old Clint just sent that boy away looking as happy as he is. And I've got my fingers crossed that I'll walk away smiling from this real estate deal as well. Now, this must be him right here.
Yeah, that's good.
Instead of tail between the legs and nothing to show for it besides a couple of disappointed hillbilly hippies. And there's nothing in this world more dangerous than a pissed-off hillbilly hippie. Found us, huh?
Yeah, I'm Michael.
Hey, Michael, how you doing? Tony Bennett. Right away, we could tell from that fancy car, that crisp white shirt, and them designer shades, this old boy's got cash. And that don't mean we're going to gouge him too hard. But obviously, his pockets are a little deeper than the average local guy. This is where it comes out here, so you're not going to have no immediate neighbor.
It's a hell of a view.
It is.
Dawn, we can start hunting right here.
Right here.
All right, well, let's get to the big thing. How much you want for this piece?
Well, I would like to get $15,900.
You know, I might be willing to do like a cash deal at like $6,000 if...
Oh, we couldn't do that. We couldn't even start there.
What if I was willing go to 8,000?
No, we can't do 8. We got a lot of money in the fair.
Give me your bottom line. I mean, I drove up here, you know.
We could do 14 in a brown paper bag.
Yeah, it's too rich for my blood.
Too much?
Yeah.
Give us 13. We'll get it taken care of.
Getting close to splitting the difference.
Yeah, that's, we're bottomed out.
I'd be willing to go to like 9.
Doesn't even leave us lunch money.
No? Well, how long do you think before we could get through everything to close?
Probably 3 weeks.
What side of that's mine? How much do I have to pick up my side of the
Well, what we'd like to do is we'd like to... I've been involved in some dickers that would put a congressional filibuster to shame. But I'm pretty sure me and Mike could go at it until the leaves change colors and the birds head south.
Where was I at?
You was at 12.5.
12.5? Is he the codfish or are you, for God's sakes? Who's doing the negotiating?
The best we can do, we got to have 12. I hear where you're coming from, and we got to make something on it.
I'll give you 9 down. I'll owe you 3. And when we get everything done at the closing, if the expenses don't go too far, you'll get the 3, but we'll be closed.
Everything's going to close out good. It ain't going to cost us no more money, I'm sure of that. That work?
Works for me.
You, Codwell?
Yeah, works for me.
Let's do it, buddy.
All right, man. All right, codfish.
You think that's good, Duke?
What do you say, boy?
I think he's good.
Make a deal.
Let's do it. He knocked us down a couple nickels, but we'd already added a couple dimes before that, so it all evened out on our end. We promised the old school hippie $6,500 for their land. And we just turned around and sold the whole thing for a cool 12 grand. We didn't quite double our money, but we came damn close. I've had worse weeks. A lot of people think Dickering's about looking for suckers and easy marks.
You made my day, buddy.
But the reality is, if you're doing it right, then everybody walks away with a smile on their face and something they want. There you are, boss. And it's not about getting something for nothing. It's about trading value for value. And like old Nana used to say, if you can make a hippie happy, then that's 7 years good luck.